We recruited in the first stage 14 patients within 6 months. So it was a very quick accrual rate. And the plan of the study had always been that we would accrue during the first stage, see if they had the minimum number of responses. And if so, then we would go on to recruit for the second stage for a total of 25 patients. So we accrued the 14 patients very quickly. And based on those patients, there was about a 21% overall response rate with 3 partial responses, and the duration of response was approximately 7 months. There were also 4 patients with stable disease, which gave us a disease control rate of about 50%. The study, it did accrue to the first stage, but unfortunately, when it was time to accrue to the second stage, by that time, the other tumor types that had this combination had negative study results, and therefore there was question about whether we should actually increase the dose of epacadostat. This study had the epacadostat dose at 100 milligrams twice a day, which was similar to all the other studies that were ongoing with other solid tumors, as well as the phase 3 melanoma trial that had this combination. But there was discussion with preclinical data whether the epacadostat actually should be at a higher dose. Overall, we could not accrue to the second stage because of unavailability of the drug combination thereafter. So this study is relatively underpowered in order to see if there was a true result, which is unfortunate given that in the first stage it was a 20% response rate. If we had continued on, we don't know whether there would have been something that was more that was powered to show a effective response. But the hope is that this still gives a signal for clear cell cancers of the ovary, and potentially immunotherapy in this type of ovarian cancer may still be worthwhile. So with this particular combination, we will not be moving forward with it just because of inavailability of this combination. But there are ongoing studies currently with immunotherapy, particularly looking at clear cell carcinoma of the ovary. We very much encourage that any clear cell cancers of the ovary that are in clinical trial, that both patients and families as well as clinicians should accrue. Most people are afraid of opening studies with a rare tumor, given, is it feasible? Are we able to accrue patients with this particular histology? But our study did show that there was a rapid accrual within a very short period of time, which demonstrates the enthusiasm of patients and families wanting to go on clinical trial and finding new options, since there are so few options for this patient population.